Right now, you feel like you exist in a moment called now. You are reading these words. Your thoughts feel immediate. This instant feels real. But what if it isn't? What if the present moment, the one you feel so certain about, does not actually exist in the way you think it does? This idea sounds disturbing, almost absurd. The present feels obvious. It feels unavoidable. Everything you experience seems to happen now. But quantum physics, neuroscience, and modern theories of time all point to the same unsettling conclusion. The present moment may be an illusion created by the human mind. And if that's true, then our relationship with reality is far stranger than we ever imagined. Let's start with something simple. Try to define the present moment. Not poetically, not emotionally, precisely. Is it 1 second long? A millisecond? An instant with zero duration? If the present has duration, then part of it already belongs to the past, and part of it belongs to the future. If it has zero duration, then it doesn't last long enough to exist at all. So which is it? Physics struggles with this question because time, unlike space, refuses to be pinned down. In classical physics, time flows smoothly, like a river. There is a clear past, a clear future, and a thin present moving between them. But quantum physics breaks this picture apart. At the most fundamental level, time does not behave like a flowing thing. Quantum equations do not contain a moving now. They describe relationships between states, not a universal present, slicing through reality. In fact, many of the deepest equations in physics work perfectly well without any reference to the present moment at all. This creates a paradox. If the present moment is so central to our experience, why does fundamental reality not seem to need it? One explanation is deeply unsettling. The present moment is not a feature of the universe. It is a feature of consciousness. Your brain does not experience reality in real time. It collects information, processes it, compares it to memory, and then constructs a coherent story. What you feel as now is actually a delayed, reconstructed snapshot. Neuroscience shows that what you perceive as immediate awareness lags behind reality by tens to hundreds of milliseconds. By the time you feel something happening, it has already happened. You are always living slightly in the past. But the illusion goes deeper than delay. Your brain does not experience a single instant. It experiences a window, a short span of time stitched together into a unified feeling of now. This window creates continuity. Without it, reality would feel like disconnected flashes. So the present moment is not a point. It is a mental construction. Quantum physics adds another layer of strangeness. At the quantum level, particles do not have definite properties until interactions occur. Events are not sharply ordered in time the way we expect. In some quantum experiments, the order of events can be fundamentally undefined. This means that asking what happened first can have no answer. If reality itself cannot always decide what comes before and after, then the idea of a universal present becomes meaningless. Some interpretations of quantum physics suggest that all moments past, present, and future coexist in a single, timeless structure. This is often called the block universe. In a block universe, time does not flow. Nothing moves from past to future. All events simply are. Your birth, this moment, and your death all exist equally, just at different coordinates in time, the same way different places exist in space. If this is true, then the present moment is not special. It is simply where your consciousness happens to be focused. But that raises a terrifying question. If the future already exists, does that mean it is fixed? Quantum physics complicates this further. While some aspects of reality may be timeless, outcomes at the quantum level remain probabilistic. The future may exist as a cloud of possibilities, rather than a single determined path. In this view, the block universe is not a frozen script. It is a structured space of potential outcomes. Conscious experience moves through this structure, giving rise to the sensation of flow. Time, then, is not something the universe does. It is something we experience. But why does this experience feel so convincing? Because survival depends on it. Creatures that perceive reality as a smooth, continuous present are better at reacting, predicting, and making decisions. Evolution favors useful illusions. And the present moment may be the most useful illusion of all. It gives us urgency. It gives us agency. It makes choices feel meaningful. Without a present, everything would feel detached, abstract, unreachable. Yet physics keeps reminding us that usefulness and truth are not the same thing. Another strange clue comes from relativity. Einstein showed that there is no universal now shared by all observers. Two people moving at different speeds can disagree about which events are happening at the same time, and both are correct. This means the present moment depends on your motion through space. There is no global present slicing across the universe. If the present were fundamental, it would have to be the same everywhere, but it isn't. So where does that leave us? We experience a present moment because our brains need it. The universe does not. This realization can feel destabilizing. If the present is an illusion, then what does that say about our lives? About meaning? About choice? Paradoxically, it may make them more profound. Meaning does not require a metaphysically privileged now. It arises from relationships, patterns, and conscious experience itself. Even if all moments exist, you only experience one at a time. That experience is real. The emotions are real. The consequences are real. The illusion of the present does not diminish life. It enables it. Think of it like a spotlight moving across a vast stage. The stage exists whether the light shines on it or not, but the story only unfolds where the light is focused. Consciousness may be that spotlight. This idea connects to one of the deepest mysteries in physics: why the universe is intelligible at all, why there is an arrow of time, why entropy increases, why memory works in one direction. We remember the past, not the future. Not because the past is more real, but because information flows asymmetrically. Records form. Entropy grows. This creates a psychological arrow of time. The present moment emerges where memory meets uncertainty. You remember what has happened. You do not know what will happen. The boundary between them feels like now, but that boundary is not a thing. It is a transition, a process. And processes do not need a precise present to exist. So what if the present moment doesn't exist? Then reality is not a sequence of snapshots. It is a continuous structure, and consciousness is the act of navigating it. You are not moving through time like a traveler. You are revealing time through awareness. This reframes existence itself. You are not trapped in a fleeting now that disappears as soon as it arrives. You are part of a timeless reality, experiencing itself locally. The present moment feels fragile because it is always dissolving. But perhaps it is not dissolving at all. Perhaps it was never a thing to begin with, only a feeling, only a story the mind tells itself to make sense of an unfathomable universe. And if that story is an illusion, it may be the most beautiful illusion ever created, because through it, reality becomes lived. And through living, the universe becomes aware that it exists.